My name is Helena and I work at the Maid Wellness Centre based at Marshall Oaks. There's a few more people coming in, so if I'm jumping up, I'm just letting some more people in. There we go, I think that should be everybody. Okay, so thank you for joining us for week 2 of this 5-week yoga journey. Hopefully, I did record week 1 again, so hopefully you've had that sent to you, so you can go back and repeat that whenever you want to. So week 2 is all about intention. So we're going to be moving with intention, and I want you to think about that throughout the entire class. So rather than just moving your body without really thinking about it, I want you to think about every single stage of the movement, how you feel in the movement, how the breath is, how the body is, how the body responds to the movement, and really just enjoying the movement as well. So not just aimlessly moving about. We're going to bring awareness with the sound of the breath, and we're going to build a little bit more of a flow in this week's practice. So do what you can. If there's anything that is too much for you, anything that you're struggling with, then just miss those bits out. You can always come into child's pose whenever you need to. Okay then, everybody, so people keep coming in. Let's get started. Okay, so come and find your seat. Rest the hands on the knees. And just sit up nice and tall. And just begin to relax your body. So closing the eyes. So I know sometimes it can be quite difficult if you're practicing from home, if you know it's noisy and maybe you've got kids running around or all different sounds going on, background noise, but just try and cancel all of that out. And drop in. So really just drop into this session. Whatever kind of day that you've had today, let it go. Let go of any of the day's stresses. Any tension that you might have built up. And just feeling the sit bones grounded on the mat. So practicing with intention. Notice how you feel today. How does your body feel today? Do you feel achy? Do you feel tired? Or maybe you feel energized and awake? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Soften and relax the face, relax your jaw, relax any frown lines. Sit up a little bit taller, really lengthen through the spine. So if you've been sat at a desk all day, it's a good time to work on your posture. And just lengthen up and out of the spine. Let's open the eyes. Take a deep inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, soften and melt the shoulders down and away. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift up and squeeze. And then exhale, soften and relax the shoulders down. Let it all go. One more time. Deep breath in, lift and squeeze. Exhale, soften and relax. Next inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, right hand comes down towards the floor, left arm reaches over, gentle side body stretch. So a good chance to check in with the spine. Down the left side of the body, how does that feel? Keeping the knees down, keeping the hips down. Inhale, reach both arms all the way back up towards the sky, and then exhale, change sides. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Just a gentle stretch, so you don't have to go as deep as I'm going in any of the poses. listen to your body. So listen to what your body needs today. Inhale, come all the way back up. Both arms reach up. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, turn the hands inside out. Big stretch here. So releasing through the shoulders. Release the hands, bring the hands behind the spine. Draw the knuckles down and away. So again, interlace those fingers, draw those knuckles down and away. And open through your chest. Take a long breath in here. Exhale and release. Start to make your way onto the hands and the knees. So come on over. Onto the hands and the knees. Hands underneath the shoulders and then the knees underneath the hips. And just pull in your lower belly, so lift up and out. Press through the hands and think about pushing the mat away from you. So really focusing on your alignment, making sure we're not dipping or collapsing into the wrists. And then just start to rock forwards and then rock back. So gentle rock forward and gentle rock back. Forwards and back. Then maybe just side to side on those wrists. So side to side, just shaking out the hips, warming up the wrists. And then come back to a neutral spine. Let's move through cat and cow. So inhale and open your chest. Drop the belly. And then exhale around the spine. Think about pressing the floor away from you. 3 more rounds with your own breath. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to round the spine and press the floor away from you. Twice more on your own. Keep it flowing. So really just flowing with your breath. You don't need to be stiff and rigid in these movements. Long, deep breaths in and out. Let's do one more inhale. And then exhale. Come and find your neutral spine. Walk the hands forward. Curl the toes under. Come and find your first downward dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Drop the head in between the hands and then start to pedal out the feet. Now think about spreading your fingertips as wide as you can and really pushing through the palms. So rooting down through the heels, through the hands. Let the head just release, let go of any tension in the neck. And then from here, drop your right heel. Reach the left leg up. Come and find a 3-legged dog. Next breath out, step the left foot in between the hands, stay up on that back knee, and then lift up and come into a warrior 2. So arms reach out to the side, left knee is bent, and then the right foot is at a slight angle. So that right foot is grounded, arms out to the side, and just take a pause here. So this is your warrior 2. Relax the shoulders, look out across that left middle finger. Strong pose, feel that heat in the legs. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop the right hand back and reach the left hand up and overhead so the legs stay exactly where they are. Reverse warrior. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, come back to your warrior 2. Well done. Reverse side angle. Left elbow to the left knee. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Still pressing into both feet nice and strong. If you can, look up towards the sky, the ceiling, wherever you're practicing. Take a breath in, take a breath out, come back to your warrior 2. Turn so both hips face the front of the mat, pivot on the right toes, and find your high lunge. So you might step that back foot in a little bit. Come and find your high lunge. So reaching the arms up and overhead. That back heel drops down towards the floor. The left leg is still bent. Big reach up, inhale, exhale, float the hands down, step the left foot back into a plank, hold it here, and then very slowly bend the elbows lower all the way down onto the belly. 3 baby cobras here, tops of the feet are flat, inhale, lift, exhale and lower. Twice more, inhale, lift, exhale, soften and lower. One more time, inhale, lift, exhale and lower. Curling the toes under, push yourself up to a plank and then lift the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Let's do the same on the right side. Drop the left heel, reach the right leg all the way up. Big stretch here in your 3-legged dog. Step the right foot in between the hands. I'm just going to turn on the mat. So right foot in between the hands and then lift yourself all the way up into your warrior 2. So bending in the right knee, left leg is straight, reach the arms out. Just have a look down at that right knee. Make sure it's not going over the right ankle. So think about your alignment. Think about how this feels. So remember, we're practicing with intention. Maybe you need to step that back foot in a little bit. Maybe you need to widen the stance. Just listen to your body. You can play around with it as much as you need to. So holding it here, look out across that right middle finger. Take a long breath in through the nose. Out through the nose as you reverse your warrior. Right arm reaches up, left hand drops back. Legs stay exactly where they are, looking really good. Well done. Inhale here. Exhale. Side angle, right elbow to the right knee. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Really pushing, digging into both heels. Feeling that lengthening down the left side body. Take one more breath in here. As you exhale, come and find your warrior 2 again, and then pivot and turn, finding your high lunge. So pivoting on the left toes, reach the arms up and overhead. That left heel drops down towards the floor, still bending deep into that right knee, feeling that pressure in the legs, building some heat. One more breath in, have a look up. Exhale, float the hands down, step back into a plank. Knees can be up or down, slowly lower all the way down to the belly. 3 baby cobras again. Inhale, lift, find a wave in the spine. Exhale, let it go. Twice more, inhale, maybe a little bit higher. Exhale to release. One more time, inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. This time push through the hands, come back into plank, and then exhaling back to a downward facing dog. Drop in the heels. Pedal out through the feet. And then start to walk the feet up towards the hands, baby steps forward. Let's find our ragdoll forward fold. So at the top of the mat, bend the knees generously and just let the torso fold over the legs. Grab opposite elbows and create a box around your head. So just let the body just hang out here. Allow the spine to stretch. How does your back feel today? How are the hamstrings? Maybe you can straighten the legs a little bit and deepen the stretch. Release the hands down to the floor. Take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, let it go. Maybe you can grab the ankles and come in a little bit closer. Maybe you need to keep the knees bent. Release the hands. Start to press into the heels as you make your way all the way up to stand. Next breath in, a big reach up and overhead with the hands. Palms together. Exhale, hands down at your heart center. Now close the eyes here. Hands are in prayer position. Standing at the top of the mat. With your eyes closed, with the shoulders nice and relaxed, just walk your feet together. So try not to look down, just step your feet in towards each other. Come back to your breath. So hopefully you've already begun to forget about your day and your stresses as we've moved with the breath. Take another breath in here. Exhale, just release the hands down and open the eyes. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Maybe you take a slight back bend here. A long exhale, release all the way down. Step your left foot back. Slowly lower that left knee down towards the floor. Find your focus. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Low lunge, drop the left hip forward and pull the right hip back. Inhale here. Exhale, well done. Release the hands down. And then just check this out. I'm just going to pivot and turn and come into a wide-legged forward fold. So the feet are wide. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, fold all the way over. Give the head a good shake here. Then release the hands into the middle of the mat. And we're just going to turn and pivot, coming into our low lunge on the other side. So the other side, the right knee drops, the left knee is bent. Find your focus. Inhale and reach both arms up. Right hip drops forward, left hip pulls back. A big stretch for those hip flexors. Have a look up if you can. Take one final breath in this posture and then exhale to release, and let's make our way back into that wide-legged forward fold. So just pivot and turn. Legs are wide, feet parallel to one another. Take a breath in, lift yourself up halfway and then exhale and let it go. Maybe you reach for the ankles. Let the head, the crown of the head reach down towards the floor. Bring the hands back to the center. Turn to face the top of the mat so that that left foot pivots. We step back into a plank and then press all the way back into your downward dog. Your final downward dog. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower the knees all the way down to the floor. And come and find a seat at the back of your mat. Extend the legs out in front of you. Give the legs a bit of a shake. On your next inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, seated forward fold. So you might just be here today. Or you might be able to walk those hands a little bit further forward. Whatever you do, just don't let the ego take over. Again, listen to the body. If the back is really tight, if your hamstrings are really tight, then just ease off the stretch. You don't want to be sweating or shaking in any of these poses. I want you to enjoy them as much as you can. Relax and soften those shoulders. Well done, let's ease out of that one. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. Wrap the left arm around that right knee. Bring the right hand behind and just have a look over that right shoulder, gentle twist here. So turn your gaze, look over that right shoulder. So release and change sides. Right leg out, left leg in. Wrapping the right arm around that left leg, left hand behind, inhale lifts you up, exhale journey into your twist, looking over your left shoulder. Good, come all the way back through to center. And let's make our way down onto our backs. So bring yourself into the middle of the mat. When you get there, hug the knees in towards the chest, wrap the arms around the legs. And then just start to rock it out side to side. So this is a really, really good stretch for the back. Lower back, small circles around. So it's amazing what you can do in just a short amount of time, and it's amazing how different you can feel just by doing some simple movements for the body. Okay, let's come into one more pose before we come into our meditation, and that is happy baby. Reach and grab the outsides of the feet or the ankles. Bend the knees down towards the floor. So you might not be able to go as deep into this pose as I'm going. You might just be able to grab the calves. This is a really great stretch for the hips. So when you feel comfortable, when you've found your posture, take a gentle rock side to side. Really feel the spine just opening up, the shoulders opening up, and the chest. And this pose is called Happy Baby for a reason. It makes you feel happy, it makes you feel good. And just hold it here. Take a long breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Release the feet. Lower the feet down to the mat and come and find Shavasana. Extend the legs out. Palms face up, feet fall open. So I'm going to come and find a seat, but I want you to stay lying down. So this is your meditation part of the practice, and this is where we're going to finish today's session. So lying down as comfortably as you can. If you want to go and grab yourself a pillow or a blanket, then feel free to go and do that. Just as long as you feel comfortable, because we will be here for a few minutes. So closing the eyes. And first, just check that your head and your neck is in line with the spine and you're not twisted. Do whatever movement that you need to do before you become still. And just allow yourself to be still. And for most people, this is the most difficult posture. I know it was for me when I first started practicing. When I would come into Shavasana, I get really uncomfortable just at the thought of being still for so long. But now I could stay there for 10, 20 minutes and you just feel so good after it. So really just enjoy these next few minutes for yourself. It's okay to be still, it's okay to slow down, and it's okay to let go. Really allow your body to drop into the mat. Let gravity take over as the weight of the body just sinks into deeper relaxation. Allow your breath to just flow naturally in and out through the nose. Let the eyelids become heavy. Soften and relax around the jaw. The shoulders are heavy. Just notice the weight of the legs as the feet fall open. And just enjoy this time. Notice the calm. Every time you breathe in, just imagine that breath washing over the entire body, soothing any aches, any pains. As you exhale, just imagine that release, just exiting the body. Any negativity, anything that's weighing you down. There's nowhere to go, there's nobody to see. You're just being present. And then once again, noticing the sounds that you can hear inside and outside of your space. And just allowing those sounds to drift in and drift out. Just drifting in and drifting out until it almost becomes just a soft background hum noise. Let those hips sink into the mat, let go of the spine. It's almost as if your body is just melting. Those muscles are softening. It's really important that we check in with ourselves on a daily basis. We connect to the body and to the breath, and we bring ourselves back into the present moment. For most of the time, we spend our days just rushing around, helping other people, and not really focusing on ourselves. And I'm a great believer that the more goodness that you give to yourself, the more you can give back to other people. So the more time that you invest in your body, in your mind, the happier you are, the more energized you feel, and the more connected you feel, because we so often feel disconnected from the real world. Notice any colours that you might see behind the eyes. Maybe you can just see the blackness. Notice how those thoughts have calmed down. The busyness of the mind becomes stiller. We've cleared the cache and the cookies. We've got rid of any rubbish that we don't need to think about. And very slowly begin to deepen your breath. An energizing breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, just let it go out through the mouth with a gentle sigh. And again, one more time, a deep breath in, fill the lungs. Feel the lungs expand, and then empty as you exhale. On your next inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, point the toes and the hands away from the body. Take a full body stretch. So keep the eyes closed. Just take a nice full body stretch here. And then draw the knees back in towards the chest. And then roll over to one side of your mat. Keep the eyes closed and just come and find your comfortable seat again on your mat. Sitting up as tall as you can. Slow head rolls around in one direction. Just waking that body back up. And then head rolls in the other direction, circles all the way around. And then lifting the head back through to center. Bat the eyelashes open, take an inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach and bring the palms together. Now drop the thumbs in between your eyebrows. Take a pause, focus all of that positive energy that we've just created. And then drop the thumbs down at your heart center. Take one final deep breath in here. Exhale to bow forward. And we say namaste. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining me tonight. I hope you feel really, really good after that practice. Just make sure that you move really slow and mindfully throughout the rest of the evening, and I hope you get a really, really good night's sleep. And I hope you feel all of the benefits from it tomorrow. So as always, do go and check us out on welcometome.com. We've got loads more classes like this on the on-demand platform, and we've got lots of different memberships as well on offer. So whether you live locally or whether you're looking to join us online, go and check it out, and I hope to see you next week for week number 3. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Take care.